So education is really important, and coming from a minority family, and being in the United States, it was a learning curve for me and for my family. So we obviously all go to school, which is compulsory here, where you have to go to school K to 12. And then the expectation is that you go to college. So I did go to college, and I thought I wanted to be a mathematician. And when I got there, I realized I actually love children and I love psychology. So I became an elementary school major and a psychology major. And I went ahead and got my first teaching job, and I loved it. But I also knew I wasn't going to do it for 36 years, because you do retire at 65. So it's a very long time to do something that you like, but that you don't love, particularly when you get out of college and you realize that. So the advanced or formal education came back to me in my own search to know what I could do for 40 years before retirement. And I realized that I wanted to work with kids, but I wanted to do it on my own time and on my own skill and level that I wanted to do it. So I set a goal to develop a tutoring center based on working on a couple tutoring centers and working individually with students. And I felt that getting an advanced degree would give that job more legitimacy. So I went back to school and got a master's degree. And that's when I met this mentor who really did not give me an option to not go for my doctorate degree. So the interesting thing about that is that I never knew what a doctorate degree was. So she says, you're going to get a PhD. And I'm like, okay. I'm not really sure for what, but okay. And I followed her mentorship, which was really wonderful. And she explained the process of why you would want to get a formal education with a PhD or a doctorate degree. And she sent me on a different trajectory from that point on. And that gave me the opportunity to teach college students after I finished. And the second class I had with college students, I realized that that was my calling and that I could do that for the next 37 years until I could retire. So it was an interesting trajectory that I didn't know ahead of time, but that I had to go through all those kind of stages and jobs and experiences to kind of get there. And the formal education with that mentorship really got me to be where I wanted to be. And today I could truly say that I could continue to do this for another 20 years.